Hello my friends, in today's video we are given a triangle ABC such that the blue angle is theta, the green angle is 90 plus theta and the remaining yellow angle is 40 degrees. From point A we extend AB until a point D such that if we also form CD, we will have that CD will be equal to CA. Now, we also find a point E such that if we form EB, we will have that angle EBD is equal to theta, and if we form ED, we will have that angle EDB will be equal to half of theta. Finally, we form segment EA, and the question is to find the length of the purple angle. Now, before starting, let's prove a proposition which will be useful for us to solve this problem. Suppose we are given a cyclic quadrilateral and a point E inside this quadrilateral such that if we form EC and DB, then the green and the blue angles will be equal. We also form segment AE, and the question is to prove that points A, E and C are collinear. Now, in order to prove that, for the point E we can distinguish only three scenarios that could possibly exist. The first one is that point E is such that if we extend EC, it will intersect AD somewhere on its interior at point F. The second scenario is that point E is such that if we extend EC, it will intersect segment AD somewhere on its extension. And the last scenario is that point E is such that if we extend EC, it will intersect AD exactly at point A. Now, if we somehow manage to prove that the first two scenarios are false, then the only thing that will remain is that point E must be such that if we extend EC, then it will intersect AD at exactly point A. And because of that, points A, E and C must be collinear. So, how do we do that? Let's assume that the first scenario is true. Then we construct AC, and this line AC together with DC form the yellow angle. Now, because the quadrilateral ABCD is cyclic and the yellow and the green angles intercept the same chord AD of this quadrilateral, we conclude that the yellow and the green angles must be equal. But also at the beginning we were given that the green and the blue angles are also equal. Therefore, the yellow and the blue angles must be equal. But we can also see that the yellow angle is bigger than the blue angle. Therefore, because these two angles cannot be at the same time equal and unequal to each other, we conclude that point F cannot be lying on the interior of AD. Now, let's assume that the second scenario is true. We construct again segment AC, which together with segment DC form the yellow angle. Following the same logic as before, the green and the yellow angles must be equal to each other. But also the green and the blue angles are equal. Therefore, the blue and the yellow angles must also be equal. But as we can see, in this case the blue angle is bigger than the yellow angle. And because the blue and the yellow angles cannot be at the same time equal and unequal to each other, point F cannot be a line on the extension of AD. Therefore, the only thing that remains is that point E must be such that if we extend EC, it meets AD at exactly point A. And therefore, points A, E and C are collinear. Now, let's return to our original problem. If we notice, the gray and the green angles are supplementary. Therefore, the gray angle can be calculated to be 90 minus theta degrees. Focusing on the white triangle, we can see that it's isosceles. Therefore, the two base angles are equal. And because the sum of the interior angles of this triangle is 180 degrees, we can calculate the remaining angle to be 2 times theta. Now, from point C we extend BC until a point F such that segment CF is equal to segment CD, and we construct DF. Observing this white triangle, it's also an isosceles triangle. Therefore, the two base angles are equal. Also, angle BCD is external angle of this triangle, and it's equal to 3 times theta. So, it must be equal to the sum of the two remote interior base angles of the white triangle. From that, each of the base angles can be calculated to be 3/2 of theta. Now, from point E, we extend segment EB until a random point G, and we focus on this white triangle. Angle GED is external angle of this triangle, and so it must be equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles. From that, we conclude that GED is equal to 3/2 of theta. Now, focusing on this white quadrilateral, angle GED is an external angle of this quadrilateral, and it's equal to the opposite interior angle. Therefore, this quadrilateral is cyclic. Now, we construct segment AF, and we observe this white triangle. It's also an isosceles triangle. And angle BCA is an external angle of this triangle. Therefore, it's equal to the sum of the two remote interior base angles. From that, each of these base angles can be calculated to be 1/2 of theta. Now, returning to this white cyclic quadrilateral, we have that angles EDB and AFB are equal to each other. Therefore, according to the proposition that we proved at the beginning of the video, we have that points EA and F are collinear. And this means that the blue and the yellow line segments must be parts of the same line. Finally, the purple and the yellow angles intercept the same chord DF of this cyclic quadrilateral. Therefore, they must be equal. And so, the missing angle must be 40 degrees. That was the proof. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one. Take care.